Here, it looks like it's going to go this time.
Yeah, I got the message saying it was starting to be live streamed.
Okay. Oh, here goes a second. We'll have to come back here again. I know, hang on. Back here again. I know, hang on. Back here again. I know, hang on. What is going on? My screen. I'm gonna go back here. Go back here. Oh, so that was fun. In a typical episode. Oh, and I don't know why I'm feedback. Getting a feedback here. Episode. I don't know why I'm feedback. Hang on a second. Let's try that.
Good. Yeah, it's good.
Don't breathe.
You had to have your challenges.
I had to take it right back to the same thing we did the first night. Wow, 3 kicks at the can for Zoom and
Nope, still echo.
feedback. Wow, 3 kicks at the can for Zoom and where Zoom, where the feedback's coming from. Well, can everybody hear me okay?
Yep. Yep.
What I'll do is I'll turn down this sound. Is anybody hearing a background sound?
No.
Okay.
All good.
Just the usual voices in my head.
Oh, God.
Kurt, they're never going to
I'm
leave
getting
us
a lot of
alone.
it tonight.
No. That's forever.
Okay, as long as nobody else is getting the background sound, I'm gonna ignore the one that's coming back to me here. Okay, so that's our show for this evening. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Wow.
Keep your scopes pointed up.
Okay, well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our program. I guess everybody knows why we're here tonight.
Yeah.
We're offering our 200th episode of the Sunday Night Astronomy Show. Where's Paul and Mike at?
Did you invite
Not
them?
on the screen.
Paul's missing.
You know something? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get somebody to talk here for a minute so I can do this on my phone.
Oh my
Did you send them
God.
out?
So I was actually looking up the special 200, and it looks like most shows that get 200 are like soap operas or game shows or reality TV. I think this might classify as reality TV based on all the tech difficulties. Doesn't everyone think so?
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's
If it was-
reality.
If it was a
Not the
sitcom,
challenge
The
of
Office got to 201 before they stopped. So I hope you're going to get past that.
Yeah. So you may, Chris, you may come out in Guinness Book of Records
We
or
do that for
something.
sure. Here comes Mike. Here, I got him in now. Here's the other 2/3 of the group. Here, I got him in now. Here's the other 2/3 of the group.
And echo again.
The 200 show's awesome, but I mean, this one was a little bit messy. It just takes me back to memories of our first program when Mike looked like he was a deer caught in headlights.
Ah,
But we're back.
oh my God. So we're,
And I'm still getting an echo, and I'm gonna try to ignore that as I get to our first guest here. First of all, I'll go back again to say good evening and welcome to our 200th episode of the Sunday Night Astronomy Show. Unbelievable.
oh geez.
That's why you wanted to leave me off.
I'm also an amateur astronomer and a member of the Royal Astronomical Society of Canada. I'm very pleased to welcome back my two regular co-hosts this evening, Mr. Mike Powell from the PFL Observatory here in St. John.
Good evening, everybody.
And
Thanks for coming.
from the Moon Shadow Observatory in beautiful Hampton, Paul.
Hello.
Everybody else here.
Really, yes.
So tonight is going to be a big chat with everybody. It should be a lot of fun this evening. We're just going to take a little bit of time to relax. I'm going to try to get rid of this second voice that I got going on in the background, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. And we're going to be having a short chat with everybody here, see what's going on in their lives, what's been happening lately. And also we've got a little special Rosanna's Fun Fact episode that Rosanna had sent in for me to show tonight. So looking forward to that as well. So, and then we maybe have a final bite if we get time. And so everybody out there, just sit back and grab your favorite beverage and enjoy the show with us, please. And as always, if you have any questions, please just pop them up. So we're going to start with these two guys. Thoughts on 200 shows, guys?
Which two guys?
You two guys.
Oh,
The two guys you left out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, here we are, 200. That's amazing. I can't believe we've gotten this far.
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't run out of things to talk to, have we? Did we just run out tonight?
You just run out tonight, yeah. We're all done.
We finally ran out of things to say. I can't. After 200 episodes.
I think that's probably it. Maybe this will be the last show. I wouldn't blame anybody for not joining us after this one anyway, after the way we started, but anyway.
Yeah.
See, it's no different than it was 199 shows ago.
I want to say hello to everybody out there on Facebook and YouTube that's joined us, and all of those who are joining us through the Rogers TV network as well. Thank you for your support. Okay, we're going to start off with a little bit of talk with Karim and Kurt, please. Gentlemen, a little bit of what's happening in your lives.
Hey, folks, I'll let Kirk go first.
Okay, well, I'm going to spend the next year just trying to stay alive, I guess, and just continue with the normal observing that I do. Try to get out every day that I can to do some observing, either solar, or if it's cloudy all day, I might catch maybe the moon through the clouds at night or something like that. Try to get as many as I can. Last year is my lowest in about 15 years, 279 days. So you don't have to have a perfect night or anything like that. Just spend 5 or 10 minutes to go out and have a look at something with telescope or binoculars. It keeps you going. I also have a hobby of seeing every apparition of Mercury during the year, something I started in 2005. And I get lazy and I missed the one in springtime in the morning because it's too hard to get up. But since then, since June of 2005, I've picked up every one of them. And so that sort of keeps you going on that one too. You have to do a bit of planning and keep working at it. Usually if you get one around in the morning around the summer solstice, might take 4 or 5 chances before you can get it. And the other thing I like to do is look for comets. And I last month got my 100th comet, and with Pan-STARRS coming up here, S3, I should be able to get that in the next couple of weeks. That'll be 101. What about you, Karen?
Wow.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
That
Something
was
to you,
so
Kareem?
that was impressive, but I gotta say, Kurt, you've got 279 days of observing. I've got 279 days of clouds. We have been cursed with bad nights for most of the last year. But I do my observing with the students, so I try to get out at least a couple of times each term with the students to get a chance to show them not just the moon and the planets, but also, spectra of stars and splitting double stars and identifying clusters open and closed and trying to get them to start to navigate the night sky. And right now we are just gunning towards the total solar eclipse because we have totality passing through our campus. And as Chris knows, because we chatted about this, when I first started into astronomy, it was about 7, 8 years ago, and the 2017 eclipse was my first big event on campus. And my student who ran it is actually coming back to do a talk about her PhD in planetary science this Thursday on YouTube with me, with my friends at the physics department at the University of Guelph. And she was so excited that, it's now 7 years later and we finally have totality coming through. And so we are, knock on wood, we get that 17% chance of clear skies. We actually get to see totality, because getting to see it at our home in our backyard will be amazing. And hats off to the group in Maritimes, especially New Brunswick, for kind of pushing everyone to really plan ahead for this, because it gave us a chance to leverage what you're doing in New Brunswick and in St. John to what we wanted to do in Montreal to really get everybody organized. And so we have, everything planned out for the next few months to lead up to that totality. And that's really kind of the focal point for us right now. We were even talking about this fact, Kurt. We're hoping, when totality happens, for those 75 seconds that we get, there may be a comet there, along with the planets for us to see.
Oh,
Yeah, 12P Pons Brooks is just underneath Jupiter.
Exactly. And so can you imagine middle of the day getting a chance to share with 5,000 students of age, 17 to 19, a chance to see the sun's corona, to see a few planets, and to see a comet sitting there. And then that will be kind of a foundational moment for a lot of them to get them to really look up and understand what we're trying to do with observation and with our hobby at the RASC. So I'm looking forward to sharing more of this with everybody, both on, the RASC avenues here on the Sunday Night Astronomy Show with Chris, Mike, and Paul, and then Explore Alliance on Tuesdays whenever we get a chance with the Global Star Parties. And you're all invited. You want to come on a Global Star Party? Hit me up and we'll bring you on any Tuesday night, and you get to share your passion with everybody in the States and in a global audience as well.
I've done that myself. It was a real pleasure. Thank you, Grim. Yeah.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think the big focus for everybody right now is the eclipse. I guess, that's where we're all headed to. We're all hoping for clear skies. Everybody on here is hoping for clear skies. Some a whole lot. And some are going to take advantage of getting to other places to see it. But I mean, here we are in New Brunswick, and here we are in Atlantic Canada and Eastern Canada, I'll say. And I think we've all got a pretty good opportunity. Back in 2017, we all thought that we wouldn't have any time at all. And unfortunately, we did have a bit of an experience there in 2021. I know the night before the eclipse that was coming up that morning, it looked really bad. And then when we get to the spot, the sky kind of opened up for us. So we're just, we have enough people crossing their fingers, maybe it'll happen again. So if not, I mean, it's been a great experience even along the way. And like you guys know, Kurt and Grim, even through the telescope, you should be able to get something. If it's, unless it's completely clouded out.
Yeah.
But
even then, you'll get to see the effect on the animals, because you will get to see that darkness, and that part of it is enough to drive people to try to understand what's happening.
exactly. Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thanks
gonna
for
move
having
on.
us on to share
It's
this
been a-
night with you.
Been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna move on to, because I ran way over my time. Getting things organized. We're gonna go on to June and Jason Dane next. Jason,
Oh,
in June.
hello,
Evening.
yeah.
How are you?
Evening. How are you guys? I think you're in fine form. God love you.
I'm in good company, June.
Yes, you're talking to the electronically inept. But
So tell us what's going on with Raskin B right now.
oh, well, there
June's our president.
RaskMB, we've been working for the eclipse, of course. So trying to tell everybody, even the people that don't want to hear it, we just push ahead anyway. We're going to tell them whether they want to or not. Anyway, but it's working along. People have finally cottoned on to the fact that there's going to be an eclipse. So now they're just saying, "Oh my God, why didn't we hear about this before?" Anyway, so now they're all getting ready. They're all in a rush and all having a fuss. So anyway, I think it will be good. Just waiting for the day to see if there's going to be cloud or sun. So anyway, but we've made a lot of contacts, and so it's been interesting. I can say that much. But anyway, there's a lot of excitement building now. People in the Maritimes, they're so used to stimulation and excitement, you see. So
Right.
yeah, no, it's great. We've made a lot of contacts with people to tell them about it, and educating people, doing outreach. Kurt has done almost everybody in the province, just saying. Anyway, so he knows every empty field, every backyard and every back road. So anyway,
Of course, it's great for Raskin B as well to have this happening here in NB, and for us.
Yeah,
as an
it's been
organization
awesome.
here in NB.
Yeah.
It's been helping to highlight us a lot. So
Yeah, it is. It's wonderful because we're hearing from people in the States, and one from the UK, and just wanting to know, where to go, and information for it. So it's interesting. I'm really happy that New Brunswick has had the opportunity for it, because it is an opportunity.
yes.
And they're grabbing it with both hands, and so they should. So anyway, yeah, it'll
Thanks,
be really
June.
good. Yeah.
Jason, nice picture.
Thanks.
Always a nice picture.
Yeah, that's my desktop from when I was in that was in northern Finland last winter. So
Yes, sir.
so yeah, and
Almost the same here, I guess, eh?
it was really cold that night. It was probably -30 when I was. All the people at the resort that I was staying at were all inside having fun, and I was standing outside
Having more
100
fun.
meters.
More fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what's been going on, sir, since we haven't had you on the show last?
I guess the typical stuff. So I've been doing my astrophotography, every clear night that I get. It's been few and far between lately, so I've got 3 or 4 different projects on the go. So trying to do that. Obviously, the new year brings the reset of the birding lists back to 0. So I'm scrambling around trying to see as many birds in January as I can. So was down in Yarmouth on the weekend trying to see a mute swan, which is a new bird from Nova Scotia for me. I've been working on getting my long lost hobby of woodworking back up and running. So actually had to put away all my astro gear and covered containers and get tarps for my scopes so that I can actually use the space that I've been storing all my astro gear for the purpose that it was intended. So sharpening up tools and cleaning cast iron surfaces, and so the my Astro gear is going to have to share space now. So it's had pretty much the run of the place for a long time. So, and I've been watching the aurora quite intently and doing some reading and learning about aurora science with the Night Light Film guys over in Norway. So they have a 13-hour, I think it is, course that he puts on. So I signed up for that, and I've been learning all about solar science and aurora, try and better understand what's going on. So that's been quite interesting.
Yes, it's much more than G level, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 And I've watched on many of his live feeds when he's doing live from in Finland and stuff, and yeah, they're amazing. Like, and he's a really good spokesman, and he really does explain things very well.
Yeah, he knows his stuff for sure. So I'm watching. There's a CME coming tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, I think, and another one tomorrow night. It's going to be cloudy here, so unfortunately, probably won't get to see it. And with the full moon, it probably won't be that great, but to wait for the next one. So, yeah, hopefully I get back up to the Nordics here soon and get some aurora observing in this winter. I was reading something. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, Mike and Paul, any questions? You guys got to speak up.
You're doing good.
No, I was just gonna say, Jason, are you planning on tying your woodworking into astronomy and maybe building a telescope?
No, actually, I built. I have my Astro buggies that I built. So my mounts are actually. I have these sort of this sort of 3-wheeled thing that I built for my 2 mounts that I have with a handle, and it's everything stays wired, and I can just roll it out. It's got a handle, and I just wheel it out onto my back lawn, and I'm up and running pretty quickly. So I did build those, but yeah, no, I don't think I'll be building a telescope. But yeah, so the what was I going to say? I was reading something quite interesting about there's an article by this Adrian Modi guy, about how the solar maximum isn't actually like a peak; it's more of a plateau. And it was quite an interesting blog post that he wrote about. It's probably not just 2024 that'll be good. It'll be probably the next 2 or 3 years that'll be good as the maximum tapers off. And if you look at the statistics of the solar storms and the sunspot curves for the maximum, it's not just a peak; it's more of a plateau. So that was really encouraging that there'll be a longer sort of a longer time that we'll get to really experience the aurora in the next couple of years. So looking forward to that. So
that is encouraging for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
11 or 12 sunspots facing us right now, Kurt. Is there that many? Oh, you're muted, sir.
I think I counted 30 today.
30 today. What? Oh, wow. Yeah. And I mean, all that activity and very, very little, opportunity for aurora, I guess, right at the moment. But kind of glad that we're sitting at this part of the solar cycle when the solar eclipse is coming up too, because that should be just fantastic as we get into the eclipse and some sunspots being revealed. And yeah, looking forward to it. Thanks, Jason. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Yep. You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. We're gonna go let's go. I'm gonna skip Rosanna for a few minutes because we've got to get to some more guests, I know for sure. And I see John Reed's also just joined us. So good evening, John. And you're muted. And
Hey, Chris.
we've got Tim Doucette on here too. So we've got you two gentlemen next. Good evening, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Hey,
Hey, thank you.
thank you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Ah,
Yeah,
all right.
At the first of the show, it wasn't very good, but you joined in at a good time.
Yeah, this is wonderful. I just had to get my kids into bed there.
There you go.
Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Happy New Year.
All well up this way. So what's new in your world, John?
Oh my gosh, what's not new in my world? The biggest thing for us that's of interest to everyone is getting Stargaze Nova Scotia off the ground. Don't know if many people know about that, but we're trying to build a stargazing park in Halifax in the HRM. And yeah, so it was interesting to discover that there is sort of a blue zone on the light pollution scale out near Peggy's Cove. And so we were able to pick up some acreage there. And so 2024 is going to be all about getting a development agreement with the city so that we can start building things that make it accessible for the public to come and stargaze. And our goal is to be able to host stargazing, star parties there, have public outreach events, so have public stargazing nights. We'd like to have a classroom that's all year round so that hopefully we can have our own sort of Peggy's Cove Astronomy Club. I think would be really cool. But this year is just all about getting that development agreement in place with the cities that will allow us to begin building some structures, getting a pad out there, getting a roll-off roof observatory. And then my other goal for 2024 is to build a personal observatory at that location. So working, I was originally gonna thinking of doing a dome, but now I'm thinking roll off, make it a little bit more flexible there. Yeah. So that's Stargaze Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I mean, you've been busy with everything else anyway. Your YouTube channel is I Learned to Stargaze. I mean, you're still into the John does all the 50 Things series of books as well. So he's a very busy guy for sure.
Yeah, we do have some news in terms of the books. So for fans of 110 Things to See with a Telescope that I wrote with Chris Vaughn there, this one is actually going off the market from July 1st to October 1st. And when it comes back, it'll be published as a spiral bound book and it'll be distributed by Source Books, which is a partnership with Penguin Random House.
Oh, nice.
And they help self-published authors. This one was originally self-published, transition over so that they can get it into Costco and Target and Walmart and all that. So if you want the self-published version in hardcover, that's only available until July 1st. And then in October 1st, that spiral bound should be available everywhere. So that's really exciting.
And the spiral bounds are so nice as well because you can lay them flat and take them outside and you're looking for that particular object. It's right there, it's flat in front of you, right? So yeah. Awesome.
Absolutely. And then this book, Learn to Stargaze for Kids. This one is also going off the market and it will come back as a kid's guide to the night sky, but the interior will all stay the same. So basically this is for kids. You don't need a telescope. You just open up, the seasons are color coordinated.
Nice.
So you open it up to whatever season you're in and you look up and you can learn the constellations. And if you have binoculars, we have some deep sky objects there listed as well.
Nice.
And then the other project on
another one
that was done by popular request was 50 Things to See with Binoculars in Space. So that got picked up as well by Source Books. The book's been done for quite a while, but I think it'll be probably over a year in editing and design as that gets moved into a mainstream consumer product.
Wow. Yeah.
So
very busy life.
So you're up to date.
Yeah.
Yeah, steady going on YouTube there.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of the reviews and stuff. They're really popular for sure. And you're keeping it very remote for people that don't have a lot of experience. They're learning a lot from you as well. So yeah, really busy life. Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. And then Tim, good to see you.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah, you too. You guys too.
Was that awesome. A live shot behind you, Tim, or am I just jealous that you got a beautiful sunset there?
You never know where I am.
Tim runs the Deep Sky Eye Observatory. Excuse me. In beautiful Quinnan, Nova Scotia, dark skies of Quinnan, and Tim is going to have a very busy year. I'm sure coming up this year with the eclipse and everything. And Tim offers lodging for places to look up at the night sky, bubble tents, the whole experience. So it's quite a experience at Tim's place. We got to get down there sometime soon, Tim. I
sure hope you can make it down this summer. I know it's going to be a busy spring for everybody. We're pretty excited. We'll be heading up to New Brunswick. I'm taking my son and his girlfriend and my assistant Brenda. We're all going to be heading up to see you guys up in Miramichi, and hopefully we'll be eclipse ready. Let's put it that way. I ordered a new camera since my camera died back in September. I haven't updated my new camera, so I'm waiting for that to come in and practice with it before the eclipse. Let's see what else has been going on. Holy smokes. We've been, of course, getting ready for the summer season. We're trying to get some early promotions for people to come, and we've had bookings already. People are booking for the summer, which is pretty exciting. And we're hoping to have a better summer this year with no fires, no flood, and no fog. Well, fog's probably going to come either way, but so
You're
and
asking
yeah,
for a lot, Tim.
what's that?
I see you're asking for a lot.
I know.
It's
If we could
okay to
keep the
ask.
fires, if we could keep the fires away, and the floods, that's fine. That's good.
Yeah. Another busy
So,
year.
yeah, we're working on that. I'm working on this year is going to be a planning stage. We're in the process of doing conceptual planning for a planetarium project here at Deep Sky Eye. So basically, it's going to be a smaller planetarium of about 50 people and projectors and a dome screen and everything. And it'll be something that we can use here. Well, actually, we're thinking 3 seasons. We might not open up in the winter because we just don't have enough clientele. But sort of a 3-season thing where people can come and, if it's cloudy out and they can't see the stars, they get this awesome planetarium show. And so we're in the conceptual design for that. I've won a couple of small prizes to help pay for it through the Ignite Labs. It was done through Ignite Labs, and I won the local one, and then I went to Halifax and won the regional one for Nova Scotia. So it was a pitch competition. It was quite fun. I wasn't even going to enter, but one of the guys down here was really adamant that I push my idea. So everybody seemed to like it.
Well done, Tim. Yeah, saw
Yeah.
that as well. Congratulations.
Thanks. So that'll be a planning thing this year. And the other thing we're working on is municipal bylaws. We're hoping that this will come hopefully before summer. Light pollution bylaws. If it'll we're pretty sure it's going to pass anyway. The municipality is pretty keen on light pollution, so we're continuously working there. And apparently, we'll have the first light pollution bylaws that are actually apparently enforceable in Canada. So it's pretty exciting news. And the person that's in charge right now at the municipality, who's in charge of finishing it up, is an avid birder. So he's very well versed in the effects of light pollution. So that really helps things.
Yes, sir.
Is that Alex?
Yes.
Oh, I know Alex really well, so yeah, not surprising.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be working with him in a couple of weeks, and so that's basically in a nutshell what we're up to right now.
And if people want to find you, Tim, where do they find you? What's your website?
Yeah. And if they want to find us, go to deepskyeye.com, and we also have Facebook and Instagram. If you have any questions, of course, give us a call, and we're always willing to help out and give people an awesome experience.
Awesome. Thank you. And John Reed, your website as well, please. I meant to get that from you as well, sir.
Yeah, we're learn2stargaze.com, and there's information on Stargaze Nova Scotia on there as well if you're interested in it.
Awesome. Thank you, John. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
absolutely.
Appreciate that. Okay, we're going to take a
one
quick
more little announcement too. I
sure.
forgot to tell you. Small announcement that our certification with the Starlight Foundation from Spain has been renewed for another 4 years.
Oh,
So
awesome.
we're waiting for the final report.
Nice.
But basically they said it was very positive, and they'll continue to make suggestions for us to improve. So it's pretty exciting.
Awesome.
What I'm hoping to do with this certification is I'm hoping it can expand. It would be great to be able to sort of expand even into John's territory, where he's building the same kind of thing that we're doing, essentially, and to have that area protected too, it would be wonderful. So, and with all the things happening in Nova Scotia with land protection and all that sort of stuff, I think, it's obvious that like the UNESCO biosphere and everything fits right into what this all is.
It's an
Great.
awesome project. Thanks so much, Tim.
Thank you.
For everybody on here and for everybody out there, of course, we might be considered the Three Musketeers, but we're not three, we're four. We've always been four from the very beginning. And our fourth one, of course, is Rosanna. And Rosanna has done an amazing job for us, putting together segments for us each week. She spends a lot of hours on it, I know, because of the depth that she goes into with each of her talks. Rosanna is she may be a little camera shy, but she sent me in a nice video tonight to pass on a celebration. So I'm going to share that right now if I could. And then right after that, we're going to come back with Emma and Joey and Haley. So just hang on a second. I'm going to try to get to share my screen here. Make sure I share the right one this time. It should be this one. So everybody up, see that okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So here we go with Rosanna's little tribute.
Congratulations to Chris, Paul, and Mike on the 200th Sunday Night Astronomy Show. This is an amazing accomplishment, and it is a compelling example of dedication to astronomy outreach. The number 200 is hugely significant to us, so that got me wondering about its significance to others. It was time to start down some rabbit holes. What is apophenia? It's the tendency to perceive a connection or meaningful pattern between totally unrelated or random things. I am guilty of that a lot. So for the first time ever, I am actually going to refer to astrology. Ooh, no, my bad. But the angel number 200 has significance. 200 is a sign of encouragement that all your hard work and dedication will be fully rewarded. An abundance of success and wealth is coming your way, provided you keep doing what you love and stay true to your higher purpose. Well, that's pretty bang on, except I can't guarantee the wealth angle. Good luck with that. 200 mega electron volt is the temperature of a quark gluon phase transition. According to the Big Bang Theory, quark-gluon plasma, or quark soup as it is sometimes called, filled the entire universe before matter as we now know it was created. 200 is also the exact number of NASCAR Cup Series won by Richard Petty. And of course, $200 is what you get for passing go in Monopoly. 200 is also a Harshad number. A Harshad number in a given number base is an integer that is divisible by the sum of its digits when written in that base. The word Harshad comes from the Sanskrit harsa, which is joy, and da, which is give. And rightly so, this 200th show is giving joy to many astronomy enthusiasts. There are many 200 numbers. Like a cholesterol level of 200 and below is considered desirable level corresponding to lower risk for heart disease. And there is an estimate of 200 billion trillion stars. Is that 23 zeros? I don't really know. But one of the best was this pic we saw back in July 2023 from the James Webb Space Telescope that ran with the headline, "Astronomers now know how far the Earth is from 200 galaxies." So, 200 hip hip hoorays to the 3 maritime astronomy musketeers. Congratulations, guys. A lot of people would be lost in space without you.
And you can see that the intro was actually done by Rosanna as well. So thank you, Rosanna.
Wow.
Fantastic. Yes.
That's
Awesome. That's crazy. She's so good.
We finally get to hear her talk on a segment. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's kind of like Wilson. So
Absolutely.
At least now we got her on the fence, right? Now we can see her.
That was so well done.
Oh, that's
She's
fantastic.
been an integral part of this program since the very beginning, and we would not have the same, wouldn't be the same program without her for sure. So thank you.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah.
And thank you, Rosanna. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. We love it.
We're going to move on to Emma and Joey and Haley next. Hi, guys.
Hi there.
Hey,
Hi.
Thanks for joining us. So maybe we'll go with Haley there first. Haley, what's going on, kid? I see that you've got some brand new, that's a brand new picture behind you, is it not?
Yeah,
That one belongs to me.
that one.
There you are.
She's got lots of good ones too.
I just shot Thor's helmet.
Thor's
My,
helmet. Wow.
Sea Star.
Yeah, with her sea star, she shot Thor's helmet. I can actually share that if you want.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want me to.
You should be able to share your screen, so.
I'll try. It says it's disabled.
It's disabled? Or,
Yeah.
We'll try now. There, that's because we had to hang up and come back on again. Oh, it's been a night.
Okay. So that one there.
Oh, can't see it yet.
You can't see it yet?
There it is.
What are we doing here?
It is over there.
See it now? So that's Haley's Thor's helmet that
That's
she just
my
did.
Thor's helmet that I just did with my Sea Star, and I think it turned out pretty good.
Awesome.
There
Awesome. There it is.
There it is.
Awesome. Wow.
You see
Very
it
well
now?
done.
Good job.
Beautiful work.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Amazing.
Wow.
Good for you. You're having a lot
That
of
was
fun
2
with that.
hours, 2 hours of exposure time. And then
On 20 seconds.
on 20 seconds, yeah.
Right on. Well done.
Oh, very nice.
We're excited for the eclipse as well to come.
Yes.
And the day after that, we're going to Florida. So,
Oh, awesome.
Wow.
Well, are you going to get down and see NASA or what?
I think
oh.
we are going
Yeah,
to.
we've got plans to stop in.
Yeah, you have to go see the Kennedy Space
Yeah.
Center. Down there.
Yeah.
It's great
The very
big-
next day after the
Saturn
eclipse.
V rockets laying on the side like that. Oh, you can't miss that.
Definitely going to go there for sure.
So you're really,
Yeah, it's
you're
gonna
really
be pretty
enjoying
cool.
astronomy stuff and you're sticking with it. That's good.
Yep. Sticking with it.
Every clear night we get,
Yeah,
she's been out with her Sea Star,
every chance.
getting her images, and she just turned 13 on the 16th.
Congratulations.
Birthday.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so she was allowed to get her own Facebook account.
Yeah.
So
Teenager
she'll be able
now.
to share. She'll be able to share her own pictures now instead of me doing it for her.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very good.
Wow.
We're going to see her as an employee of JPL, not far down the road, I think.
I hope so. That'd be great.
Awesome. Very good.
So
Go ahead.
what are you looking forward to in Florida? Like I know you're going to go to the Kennedy Space or try to get there.
Yes.
There is a sort of a life-size version of the Hubble telescope there, and you can get
Oh,
really
that would
close to it. Yeah, so that might be something to check out when you're down there.
That would be cool.
Yeah, don't worry about Disney.
Yeah.
Disney's that's passe. Go.
Passe, yeah.
Watch it
James Webb
launch.
isn't there yet.
Yeah,
Well, we are going to Disney and
Universal, I think.
yeah.
yeah.
Disney and Universal.
I hope we go to Universal and the NASA, which I'm pretty sure we're going to NASA. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You won't be disappointed. You really love it.
Make it happen, Dan.
Yes, for sure.
You haven't got a choice. That's awesome. So good to see that you're still sticking with it and that you're enjoying it. That Sea Star has become a very popular item out there for a lot of beginners.
Yeah, the Sea Star is really good for beginners, and it's gets really good images.
And
Yeah, it seems to be getting better all the time.
Yeah.
They keep improving the software, and it seems to be getting better all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be. I mean, I know that true astronomers like to look through the eyepiece, and there's nothing like photons landing on your eyeball. But the generation coming behind us, I can see it happening more and more. Technology, their phones, they want to see that image stacked, and they want to see the Andromeda Galaxy as you might see it, maybe if you're flying by it. Maybe
Well, you know what that is. Now between the dwarf and the sea star, and even with the new Celestron upper end, we're doing the same thing. It makes those pictures I used to see on the box 675 times in these phenomenal color pictures. Well, now you can actually get that with these
Right.
things. So it's really, it's come to that, and I think that's a big step in astronomy at that level. And look at Haley go, you know what I mean? And there's lots of
that's right.
people like her, because now they can do that without spending all this money, first of all, and secondly, all the learning curve, because it's
Right.
it's kind of compact, and so
The learning curve is it's going to evolve. The learning curve will be different than what we had. When we started, the learning curve for them will be more in the editing, the post-processing, because
Right.
the unit itself is doing most of the work. So
yeah,
It's really awesome.
yeah, and I know the last time we were on, you asked a question of Haley, and you were basically trying to get perspective for the future generation of astrophotographers, and like what does the next generation of astronomers, amateur astronomers, what do they want? And she answered a perfect answer, and it was she likes to watch the image come to life right in front of her. She wants it to come to life, right?
yeah,
And that's a perfect answer, really. I think that's what this next generation is going to want. They're going to want that.
yeah, absolutely.
It's the times we're in. It's all AI. It's robotics. It's everything like that.
Live stacking. I'm actually imaging right now. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm actually imaging as we speak. I'm actually my telescope is outside, and it's imaging right now.
The Thor's helmet.
So yours is going to be better though, Haley, isn't it?
Hers, yes.
Of course. Good for you guys. Glad to see you both sticking together, and this is great. The two of you, making it a family unit to get out underneath the night skies is really important. It's bringing families together in
We
these.
can't wait for camping, because that's when we spend the most time staring at the stars.
There you
Camping
go.
is awesome.
There you go. Come down and join us at the star party this year. Fundy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And we're gonna get to John Reed's place too soon enough. Somebody opened up.
It's like this whirlwind tour of Nova Scotia as well.
That's it. We're doing the whole air times. Why not?
You guys got to get something going on in Cape Breton next, so we can get into June's territory as well.
June's going to join us here soon. Thanks very much, everybody. Joey and Haley, and we're going to go to Emma next. Hello, Emma.
Hi there, people. How are you?
Good, you?
Good.
Good to see you.
I have to say congratulations to all of you for doing this show for 200 times. I mean, can you imagine the 500? Wow, what a party.
We'll have to get 2 blue gloves for 500.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's an old joke, but anyways, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny how it all started, because we were Fundy. You were down there, Emma, I think, at that time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We were at Fundy, and we were up late at night, and we said, "What if we can take our cell phone and set it on the telescope and take a picture?" And then we said we tried to do some live stacking, and it turned out that we were able to offer broadcast live. And then Paul spoke up and said, "Wouldn't that be neat if we could do this every week online?" And that's how Sunday Night Astronomy Show was born, like right from that. So, and then we said, "Yeah, let's do some live stacking every Sunday night. We'll do live stacking on our program."
Yeah.
And in 4 years, we've had 4 clear nights on Sunday night. And I think 3 of them were in the summertime when we couldn't offer anything anyway. So
Yeah.
so that turned into something different, but yeah.
You guys kept us pretty sane through COVID. Anyways, you had an ongoing show that really helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
helping us a lot too to get through it.
Yeah.
Helping us put it
Yeah, for
together.
sure. You kept people in touch with reality and everything else, and it's really nice.
Yep.
It's
But you
nice.
know what, Emma? What we're going to do when we have the next star party and you're there, we've all agreed to buy jeans that we can turn up the bottoms on.
Yeah.
I looked for that picture today and I can't find it.
I'll send it to you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I think we laughed for 2 days on that one. Yep.
For those
Yeah,
on here, with.
You had to be there.
Yeah, for Star Party events, we do get together several times throughout the year. Last year was a really tough year for star parties, for sure.
Yeah, the weather was.
Yeah, just didn't
Yeah.
cooperate at all.
Yeah.
But we do get together in several occasions through our dark skies in New Brunswick, Coos Crack, Fundy, and Mount Carleton. And they're a whole weekend event. So we, as astronomers, we go set up our telescopes and then we invite the public in. And they can come in and join us for free. They camp or pay their fee for the park, and then they come in for the entire weekend if they like. So we've had people there, till 4 o'clock in the morning watching, looking at a drama and things like that with us. So it's great pleasure for us to be able to do that. We get to promote our parks in the province. Hoping to be able to promote some parks in Nova Scotia here soon as well. But great along that line that we're getting together, with all this crowd of people. We've had 500 people. Actually, we had 1,000 people. I think they're
1,000 people one weekend up at Fundy.
Yeah.
yeah. So that's a lot of people to entertain and a lot of people to show the night sky too, and to appreciate the view, just to be able, because there are a lot of people there were people that came down that we met a couple there that came down from Toronto, and they had never seen a dark sky, and they were just in awe. So it's great that we have so many dark skies in this province. We're very, very lucky, or in this part of the country, I should say.
That's where Tim Dusek gets a lots of his lucky imaging.
Yeah, the only guy that can hold up a camera
Yeah.
in a fireball shooting through the shot.
We call him the horseshoe astronomer.
Yeah.
He should have us all together as a star party at his place.
Yes.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
I would totally entertain that. Totally.
Thank you, Tim. I'm glad you're still there. Thank you.
That would be so much
I have
fun.
a funny feeling it would be like a Trump rally for some reason.
Whatever, as long as it happens.
Yeah.
So are you getting out under the dark skies at all? You're doing classroom talks, are you not still? Or
Yes, I'm starting next week. No, February 7th. Yeah, for about 5 weeks. I teach to seniors. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
So it's a lot of fun because they don't know anything. They're brand new, just like kids. Yeah. And I think I enjoy it more than they do. Really, it's fun. Yeah.
And a few seniors talks, they are a lot of fun. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, they are.
And they pay great attention to you. They're watching them, and they're dropped because they can't believe.
Oh yeah, and the questions that they ask is just. And I tell them, I've done my share of stupid questions. You can't be worse than I did. So it's fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
We're doing that. That's great. Thank you so much, Emma.
Thank you.
We're gonna step down to there she is. Hey, Lisa.
Oh, there she is. Hi, Lisa.
On the screen. Hey, Lisa.
Oh, short, but
Lisa Fanning joining us here from New Jersey.
Congratulations on 200.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I have to say that this show has really sparked my passion between John's books and your show. That was how I got my start. So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been. So tell us what's going on.
Well, still editing Nova Notes for the Halifax Center's, which is the Halifax Center's newsletter for RASC. I have the fortunate job of being the editor, so I get to brag about people like Tim and John and Jason and their work. So that makes my job easy there. I also continue to focus on the connection between animal behavior and astronomy, and especially with a lot of the solar activity that's taking place right now. I've had a big interest in that because there have been some like whales washing up along the Jersey Shore, and I'm trying to draw that correlation between the solar activity and looking at some of the studies that have been done previously with whales, and how their GPS, so to speak, gets screwed up with some of these like CME events. Additionally, I have an interest in stereoscopic photography, so That's another program that I'm thinking about putting together about how stereoscopic photography is used in astronomy. First of all, there's some great books out there. That's one thing that, for sparking interest. But additionally, a lot of the landers, like the Mars lander, the rover, the lunar landers, they use stereoscopic cameras to create these images and give a 3D image of the surfaces of Mars and the moon. So it's I think it's going to ramp up, especially with some of the Artemis program coming to light whenever that is.
Yeah, I know. Whatever that is. Let's hope it's 2026 at least. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
And additionally, I'm trying to get down to Wallops, which is down in Virginia. I would love to see a live launch. They're consistently launching some of these
sounding rockets
into space.
Yeah. Awesome.
Is that far from you, Lisa?
It's maybe about 4 hours, 5 hours.
Oh, okay.
So we visit Ocean City once a year. So it's right by Ocean City, Maryland.
Yeah. So you could do that like a weekend thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Is trying to time it right, because a lot of times the missions get moved because of weather. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
A lot of irons in the fire. Just having fun.
As you always do.
And of course, there's Lisa's Lookup. So
yeah, that's right too. Lisa does have a Facebook, Mastodon, Instagram, and where else is it?
X, which is Twitter, former Twitter.
There you go. So Lisa's Lookup Astronomy and More is where we can find Lisa, and we appreciate all your calendars every month as well. I try to get them. I download them every time, so I got copies of them all on my computer. But she points out that does a great job on the calendars as well. She describes the event and what you need for tools to see it, that kind of thing. So it's always awesome to see.
Yeah.
Right from across the border. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Mr. Rakesby. There he is.
Oh, there's Tom.
What? Well, meet your mic. There we go. We got you.
Yes. You just had to figure out where the button was.
In a while.
Yes. Well, that's congratulations, 200 episodes. I mean, that is just phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah,
Never thought it would have happened.
Fantastic. Sharing a really, really positive message all over the place. Kudos to you guys. That's pretty fantastic. And, I had to laugh. I caught Lisa's comment there about, the relationship between, behavior, maybe solar behavior or solar astronomy kind of stuff, and animal behavior. And it just made me chuckle. I think the last time there was an aurora, I went out to get some photographs, and what do I find? 3 animals out there taking pictures on the beach, and it's you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
3 beach trails.
Well, I wasn't going to say that.
Well, we were at the water, so.
Did an awesome job of capturing us there as well. So we had that for a while. It's actually my screensaver on my phone. So yeah, it was awesome, and that's a great spot.
It's one of my favorite spots to go. It's for me, it's not too far to go from home, and it's got a nice low horizon. So we're pretty far south, so it's a good spot to get some auroras if there are any, and that was a pretty phenomenal night. So it was nice to go kind of a little bit here, a little bit there, and see what kind of perspectives I could get in different places. So
Tom does a lot of time-lapse photography as well, and does some amazing time-lapse stuff, and he's done a lot of aurora shots as well. We've had Tom on the show before with us, but just the incredible work that it takes to get a time-lapse together, and the spots that he goes to set up his equipment are just, he way out remote and nowhere, and in spots that you wouldn't want to climb on your own, let alone pick up all the gear. And
sometimes it's more of an adventure than I'd rather, but it's good. It's it's nice to be able to put cameras in places that are out of the way, and I can let them run, for a full tide or a full night or something like that. And some of the places are not off the beaten path, like Florida Beach. So I wouldn't dare leave my cameras there unattended for the night. I used to, but not anymore. But there are lots of other places, along the coast that are. I mean, we have such an amazing wilderness, around here, and so it's just such a great opportunity. But it is a bit of a trek to get in and set up the gear, and then go back in the morning and retrieve it. hopefully it's not too wet, and hopefully it captured stuff before the lens fogged up.
Yeah, that's I mean, you prepare yourself so well. It's like you're a Boy Scout for camera gear, because you have to have your equipment all covered up properly and dew heaters on it the whole bit. And you can have it out there for the whole evening and find out something happened, and you didn't get that shot that you wanted, right? So usually the old days when you're out with film, take a picture of this guy and then have to send it away and come back and say, oh no, was that a focus?
No, it's always interesting. I don't know. I watch a lot of BBC stuff. The documentary stuff, and there was one I saw there about predators and their success rates. Often a lot of their attacks. Like they might only be successful 1 in 7 attacks. Like for a big cat or something. Trying to catch something to eat. And so my ratio is better than 1 in 7. So I think it's like
I wonder if a little bit of that UK weather.
What's that?
I wonder if a little bit of that is that UK weather. What's it, BBC you saying?
Yeah, BBC. Yeah, so it's like Planet Earth and Blue Planet, those kinds of things.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic. I do really, realistically, we've had Tom on a couple of times, and we've had him at our club talking, and I really enjoy the stories of what goes on. I mean, it's nice to see your captures. That's hands down. But the stories of you, thinking you're looking like you're murdered with all the mosquito bites and the blood all over the tent.
That night. Oh my! I will never forget that night. Ever forget that night. Yeah, a whole tent full of no-see-ums. It was brutal.
Yeah.
But I got 2 cameras. That night, so that was good, and they both worked.
Yeah, well, that was it. It was worth it. This is the behind-the-scenes stuff nobody sees, right?
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was worth it that night, but now in hindsight, it's okay now. But not so much that night.
Awesome, Tom. Thanks so much, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, well, thank you guys, and then again, congratulations, 200 episodes, fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tom.
Robert Gaudet. Mr. Gaudet, sir, that picture behind you, did you take that today?
There he is.
Yes, that
sir.
was one of my captures from today, actually. I took about 19 different videos that, well, I had never had a chance to look at the rest. This was the first one that I just picked. Did some research today on solar disk today, and I'd just seen the large filament that was on the surface, and I just thought, okay, well, even though it is cold and my blocking filter might not work on my lens scope, I figured I'd just get my derriere outside and see what I could find. And anyways, after getting things set up and wrapping up the lunt tube and the blocking filter like a burrito, I guess I was able to get some sort of capture here. Didn't take long to process. It was a series of 30 seconds exposures, and you just use your auto stacker and IMPPG and a little bit of Photoshop retouching, and everything comes together. I have a way of processing, and it just the same thing again and again.
Yeah, the images are incredible.
You got some phenomenal shots there.
Yes.
Spending some time at that. I mean, we've had you on and talked about them, and they've just been amazing captures. Like it's really showing like what you're being able to capture now.
And it's truly amazing for the fact that it's only like a 40 millimeter lunt 40. It's not a 100 millimeter or a large scope at all. It's just a small refractor, basically, with your editons and your energy rejection filters and your blocking filter and monochrome camera and a small Altaz tracking mount, and that's it.
Robert is for the folks out here, Robert is a member of our St. John Astronomy Club, our local club here. And we've got about 30 members there or so. It's a really nice tight group, and we've had a lot of fun getting together for different events and things. And Robert, like I say, as his images have come along, even back to the deep sky images that you were taking a lot of, those were amazing. And but the end of the sun stuff is just amazing. And I mean, especially now too, because we've got this solar cycle ramping up, And like Jason had mentioned, that we might not be the top of the cycle for another year or so. So we've got lots of time to get these filaments.
Yeah, that's another thing too, like with the deep sky objects and whatnot. I have the equipment here. I haven't even got a chance to even try auto guiding and whatnot with whatever I've got. But anyways, most of my scopes here is just a higher focal length, and in order to do deep sky, I need a narrower focal length, of course. But we shall see what transpires over the summer.
There you go.
Want to try guiding and using a DSLR with the ASI Air. It's got a larger chip, of course, and the smaller chips, it even magnifies it more. But that's one of my goals over the summertime, and of course, doing more solar, imaging. Because I mean, I love summer and I love spring. I hate winter. I don't like the cold. I don't like the weather associated with it. And since June of last year, every time I took a vacation week or whatever, it rained every day. Whenever I had
take vacation.
Yeah, whenever I had time off from work, it stormed every day. So didn't really get much chance to do anything for myself. Also looking forward to, more outreach and not having it rain or storm every single day.
Well, at least now, Robert, you have a sunny disposition.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I, try to do more solar than I did deep sky objects, because it's a smaller footprint. I can take everything out, basically almost all assembled, and plunk it down, do the alignment, capture my frame to bring it back in. More recently with the ASI Air, I'm able to have everything all outside, and even if it's cold outside, I can still image and I can still do whatever I need to do. I can move the scope and we're good to go. But really looking forward to the summer and hopefully more outreach and working with everybody and seeing what they're doing. And
you do amazing job with outreach. Every time that we offer outreach, Robert's right there. Like, it doesn't matter. He makes arrangements and he's right there. And again, you've got the tablet now set up as well, so you're offering the view right live. They're in front of them, so they're seeing that and they're seeing what it's capable of. And
I really enjoy the fellowship as well. I like learning new things, collaborating with other people, just bringing everything together. And
it's an inviting hobby.
It is.
And the group on here is proof of all that, right? All of you that are here, every one of you here have been a special part of this program for us. It's really been important to have every one of you on the program. And we really do appreciate it. And it's brought this hobby just brings people together, I find. I mean, I know it does with a lot of hobbies, but this one seems to be more in particular because everybody tends to be looking up a lot more now lately. I guess, I hear of comments all the time. It's on the news a lot. And we appreciate how tiny we are against the rest of the universe. All of us do. And coming through the times that we just did with COVID and everything, we all needed some reason to look up. So thanks to you, kudos to you, Robert, as well for joining in outreach and sharing that knowledge with all the others, like Haley's class, and we were down there sharing as well. It's those groups that really make the difference. There are future astronomers, right? So future scientists.
Yeah, that was fun. And it's so rewarding too when you can show people, let's never look through the eyepiece of a telescope.
Yeah.
And when they look through my Schmidt cast screen, my 8-inch LX200, and they for the first time they're looking at Saturn. They go around the side of the scope to make sure I don't have something hanging in front of my OPA. Like, is this really what I'm seeing? It's just like, yes, it's really what you're seeing. And then people say, to me, well, it's something I never thought I would ever see before. And then they refer to themselves as being, I'm so lucky to be able to see this, and something that a lot of us just take for granted. But you got to realize they don't see this as much as we do, and it's really rewarding that you can show that for them, right?
It's that wow factor we get as well.
It was.
Usually the moon and Saturn, those are the two biggies. Like, no matter, everybody can relate to the moon. I think we all see it up in the sky. We all know that it's our celestial neighbor, and but to see it through the telescope, it's almost like the first time, compared to the first time you fly in a plane, you know, above the clouds. You've been looking
Yeah.
at the clouds all your life, and all of a sudden you're above there and it's sunny. What's going
Yeah.
on? And
Yeah.
when you're
I
looking down at
remember.
something you spent your whole life looking up at, and it's that feeling, I think, and it's so nice to share that feeling because you see the smiles on their faces, and sometimes even the tears in their eyes when they're looking at something like Saturn. You know,
There was a couple when I was when I had the last time we were set up, and I had my scope set on the moon with the monochrome camera, and they were just looking through my iPad, and there was a couple that, you know, they got emotional. Like, I am sorry, I don't know how to deal with that, but you're welcome. You know.
that's the way to deal with
Yeah.
it. Thanks so much, Robert. I
You're welcome.
wish you continued success with the stuff you're sharing there.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike. Hey, buddy. We haven't been to the beach in a long time. What's going on?
Good evening.
Mike is our beach buddy. Lately, anyway, we have been on occasion when we get the opportunity. Mike has to travel from some distance really to get to the beach. So we say we're going, then all of a sudden the fog rolls in or whatever, and he has to turn around. But the times that we've been down there has been a lot of fun. Mike's new into the hobby. I mean, in this side of it, I know he's his SET has been new to him, but picking up everything very quickly and enjoying the hobby along the way. So welcome, Mike.
Thank you for having me. Congrats on 200th.
Thank you so much. So what's new? Have you been out at all, or?
Nope, not really.
No.
I don't like the cold.
Another one. Yeah, I get the same feeling now. I just I don't get out as much as I used to at all this time of year, but it is that bitter cold that gets to you after a bit, I think.
We have to develop a window tracking mount for the truck.
There you go.
Well, you're the guy.
You pull up, put it in park, hit the heaters, and then set your telescope out the window.
Mike, we're gonna get you out to some star parties this year too, sir. Again,
Well, we got to have some first.
you gotta have some first. That's right. Good point.
Yeah.
We've only had 2 successful events all year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Irving Nature Park is always a great spot to set up as well. I mean, if you're doing a local thing. And it is just to get the weather. Kurt, I can't remember how many times we canceled this year at the park. What did you, I think?
There's a couple there, but we had a makeup one, didn't we? And
Yeah.
I think we had 3 events there, didn't we? We had the eclipse as well. Get lucky with that one.
Yeah.
The August one was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And we had one that was really clouded out, but it's tough. It's where we are. You know, we're in the Maritime provinces. Welcome to Maritimes and astronomy in the Maritimes. All of you guys know, or all of you people know about that situation for sure. Joey's lucky enough to be imaging down there tonight. You know, that's an unusual event to be have a whole evening that you can image. And this time of year, maybe you get a little bit more, but we're all just hoping for that one day for the next couple of months. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Thanks for the congratulations. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to get you back out again. Keep you're number 1 on the phone list, buddy, when we get out. We're going to join a couple of guys now that have a couple of businesses here in the province, and they've been dealing with astrotourism, and our friend here, Charlie, is also into meteorites. So very interesting both topics. So guys, good evening.
Hi, Galen.
Hey, Stefan. Let's start with
Congrats
you.
on the big 200.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate
That took
it.
about what, 4 years?
It's been 4 years. Yeah, we started in 2019.
Wow.
Around I think it was around November of 2019 was when we started the program. And we did take a short break last summer. We had to, I just, it was probably me more than anybody. I just had to take a break from all of this. And it was nice to have that little bit of a break. But even at that, we actually did a show in the middle of the summer because I couldn't really stay away that long. But it was great to be back again in September for full time. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Tell us what's going on in your world, Stefan, if you can, in 5 minutes or less.
Boys, that's a challenge in itself. First of all, I got to put these on with all the star power tonight on the show.
which that's been something that's kept me busy for the last 10 months. I can't believe with the last couple orders I got this past week that we've sourced over 200,000 Eclipse eyewear in the province. And that was something, again, that wasn't expected. I've been working with 9 communities on various AstroTourism things, with not only the Eclipse, there's other projects on the go. Tim, who's been a partner of our Dark Sky Destinations, we were 5 partners all last year. I ended the year on December 31st with 5 partners. As of this week, we're up to 11, and I'm in talks with 3 others. My goal for 2024 was going to be hopefully 15. I think now I can easily reach 20, if not 25 partners. So that's going to expand that offering as acting as an Astro Airbnb type of thing. And we got so many things. We're getting corporate gigs now. We're being booked by festivals. In the next 2 months, we've got 3 festivals regionally here in southern New Brunswick. One of the festivals is at least 2 nights of stargazing. We've got 4 corporate gigs lined up between now and April. So there's so many things happening that I've had to recruit Emma to come give me a hand, and many of you have been behind the scenes, really instrumental to give me an ear, give me an advice when it was needed, as I was tackling some of this stuff, from Lisa in New Jersey to the 3 of you to other people, even John. We're doing stuff. Half of the crew you had tonight are partaking in our events here in Miramichi and Doketown in April. I'm excited at where we're going with exhibitors. It's gonna be fun for the whole family. I just signed up a local photographer, and Miramichi was gonna run a photo booth. She's gonna have a really neat space background and do some stuff. The next person that's going to talk after me, their meteorite Charlie, is going to be there with a vast array of space rocks and neat stuff to see. He's actually just procured me my own collection with 21 fragments and all that, and I've been able to use them even though I only got them over a week ago. I attended a trade show in Fredericton yesterday for the United Guides and Outfitters in New Brunswick. So these are people that are interested, obviously, in fishing, hunting, and all that. Well, guess what? They're in the wilderness. What's associated with the wilderness at night? Very dark skies. It was very interesting to meet those people, and they have an actually a genuine appreciation of the night sky, more than the typical person you would meet, right? So yeah, there's lots going on, and still lots of irons in the fire. There's some neat stuff coming down the road. Where will it end? I don't know, but right now it's really fun. It's really exciting too. So anyways, in the
It's
little
amazing
spiel
that,
of a few minutes, that's all I can squeeze in.
well, I mean, you're the leading source in the astrotourism in New Brunswick. There's no doubt. I mean, you're bringing it to life now because it's something that obviously it's been something that's been needed and hasn't had the opportunity for someone to come along and fill that gap. Because I mean, it's showing with how busy you are, and people are appreciating what we have here as a natural resource. Like, this is the one biggest natural resource, in my opinion, that we have, that we can offer over and over and over again, that doesn't get depleted. Most natural resources are something that you get used up. Well, this doesn't get used up. This is something that just keeps recycling all the time. And we need to, like, John and Tim and yourself, we have to keep recycling that information back out there again to get the public
and like those guys are doing in their region, is creating the
John, with
the
your
awareness and
Stargaze
the
site is amazing, and with Tim, with your operation down there, it's incredible, and Stefan, what you're dragging into the business here, it's just private enterprise is starting to take over this part of it, and it's a great thing because you guys can invest into this and bring the public back to life again, back into this hobby,
exactly,
or into the hobby for the
beyond,
first time.
yeah, beyond Emma, I have 3 people in our astronomy world that are helping me as we get events around the province. I just can't do them by myself anymore. But at the same time, it's creating opportunities for them to come on board of an exciting venture and great way for them to make some money too while they're at it. As you know, as we all know, this hobby is expensive.
Yep.
And so no, it's been fun. I'm looking forward, loving the engagement, the municipalities I'm working with in preparation for the eclipse. There's going to be just a magnificent few days around the province in April here. I can't wait to
Yeah,
to see it all
everybody
come
bring up
to-
for it in big
yeah.
time. Yeah, that's awesome, Stefan. Thank you for keeping us up to date and what's going on in the future. Well, good luck with the eclipse.
Thank
sir.
you. Congrats, guys, again.
Thank you, Charlie.
Yes, how you doing?
You're right, Charlie. That's a
Yeah,
good
well,
name. Okay.
that used to actually be the name of my old business.
Oh, okay.
And somebody told me, no, you got to change that. You got to get like yourself a name. But as soon as Stefan said it, I went, what did that guy tell me? I had to change all my cards too. So, but
So
anyway,
did you get a part of that asteroid that came in last night? There was one come in last night.
yeah,
about
actually, it's been all over my
just in your
meteorite
backyard?
page.
Okay.
Nope. Yeah, it's been all over the internet. So I've had a chance to have a look at it, and
Not the doomsday
looks
one,
pretty
but
cool.
yeah, I did. Was there any pictures up of it or?
Oh, there's videos of it.
Oh, there is. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's the one over Berlin, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Came in
Yeah,
last
no,
night.
there's actually videos. I'll send you the video.
So you didn't book a ticket to get over there and get some?
No.
No.
See, it's like I did see one once coming up from Moncton. I used to fly in when I used to visit from Vancouver, and my brother used to pick me up, and we were coming, and I think we were around Bathurst somewhere, and probably like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and we seen this fireball come down, and I said to my brother, it's coming down, and it's still going, and it kind of disappeared. I would say like just over the top of the trees, it looked like just in the horizon there. And I'm sure something fell there because
Yeah.
it stayed lit way too long.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's pretty cool to see that. Yeah. So
Well, I mean, even the meteorites, I mean, you offered us some gracious prizes back when I did my last Shoot the Moon contest, and
yeah,
and the winners were they were flabbergasted. Like I was
Yeah.
able to take them to them, and they were blown away. Like one of them started crying. They couldn't believe they had an actual piece of something. So it was
Well-
amazing. And those are really keepsakes. Yeah. So
yeah, that's the part of it that I like because I think I've given away more than I've actually sold. So
well, you can't stay in business that way.
well, yeah, I know. If I go to the bank and they say, "What's your business model?" I buy them and then I give them away. The guy at Subway, he keeps showing me all this slag that he finds along the tracks and all this stuff, and he's showing me 7, 8 different pieces. And I go, "No, that's not a meteorite. That's not a meteorite." So this morning, when I went for breakfast, I brought him a meteorite.
Okay, did you?
I just gave it to him. So I said, "Now you got one." Okay, so it was a
Yeah,
small
it's-
piece, but
it's
yeah,
exciting.
with Stefania, I'm going to be going to that trade show. I'm going to have a large display there.
Astronomy
so-
East, coming up.
Yeah.
So this is a big deal coming up. It's the first trade show of its kind in Atlantic Canada.
Yeah,
So we're excited to be part of that as well. I'll be up to see that for sure. I'm really happy to take a walk through that. Just to have something east in Atlantic Canada that is astronomy related like that is really exciting. So
yeah. So other than that, that's what I've been gearing up for is the trade show and trying to get my telescope to work properly so I can help Stefan out up here. It's possessed. There's something going on. It's like somebody's got a remote control on the other side of the bushes, and then all of a sudden the scope starts going all over the place, just out of the blue. But I'm working on it. So
it always takes time. So it
takes time.
If we come to our 300th episode, you got to stay in business. Don't be giving you everything away because we're going to bring you back on.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I want to congratulate you guys on your 200 shows, and
Thank you.
the information that I've got off the show is unbelievable. And of course, what I like most is the laughs and the kind of strange things that happen. I like that kind of thing too. So
what do you mean?
Keeps me entertained. Yeah, it's pretty
unique.
Good. Unique, yeah. Just like in the thing there, unique, one of a kind, right?
Yeah.
We all know that we're. I mean, myself, I've got no formal training in this hobby. Kirk can justify to that. Kurt actually gave me my first training when he was putting on a night school course on astronomy, and I had signed up for it. I was excited about it, and I really enjoyed it. And from there, I mean, Paul is an expert in astrophotography. I'll say because he is. And Mike is our MacGyver guy. Anything that you can think of to build or fix, Mike can do it. My part was just kind of joining for outreach, just to show him the nice guy. So we kind of fit together a little bit that way, but it's been this enjoyment that I've liked. I've liked the most. Like, the interactions that I'm an introvert. I'm sorry, but I've always been. And I could never imagine me doing something like this, back when I was a kid. I'd be panicked.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just that bringing on people like yourself that are into the hobby in a different way. It breaks it up into all the channels that it is.
Well, it started with telescopes with me, and then I thought, I'm looking at the moon all the time, and then all of a sudden somebody says, "Hey, meteorites," and then I went right on eBay right away and found a reputable guy, and actually thought, well, if I'm looking at the moon all the time, how about I get a piece of the moon?
There you go. Yeah.
And so it started with that, and then it's just never stopped.
What's your website, Charlie?
Well, it's on, actually my website's not working yet.
Okay.
We're still in development, but on Facebook, you can just look up Fireball Meteorites.
Awesome.
And on there's an email if anybody wants to email me.
Okay.
I'll have some stuff down in Miramichi, and I'm bringing along, like I say, I got 12 feet of display so far, like 2 tables. I might need more space, Stefan.
We'll fix you up. We'll fix you up.
Make it a 2-tier, a 2-level or something.
So you're giving away a free meteorite to everybody who arrives, or is that like?
Well, no, I did that at Christmas, but
I know.
Mostly if the kids show up at the table, I'm kind of a sucker for that. So here's a little bag of meteorites.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Charlie. Wish you good
Okay.
luck.
Thank you.
With the business. We're gonna spin over to, we've got Trudy online. Hi, Trudy. Can't hear you. Uh-oh. No?
Oh,
Your
her microphone's not working.
Oh. Can you sign? No. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh my goodness.
I so enjoy listening to your voice.
We could hold up cue cards.
Sorry, mic issues. Congrats on 200 episodes. Thank you.
Yeah, you can type Trudy, and then we can, because can everybody see your correspondence there? Yeah. Okay. You can just type if you're a good typist.
Yeah. So let me try my phone, she says.
Oh, your phone. Okay. Perfect. For those who don't know who Trudy is, she's probably one of the major outreach people in our club over the last, I don't know, 5 years at least, maybe more. And that's the scene that you see behind her. She goes out. She lives near the ocean, and there's a place that she's taken actually quite a few of us out. A place called Split Rock in Gardner's Creek. And you get the most amazing sunrises and moonrises out of what they call split rock. And there's 2 rocks that are split. And there's a spot right in the middle that only a couple of times a year does the sun and the moon rise right in the middle of it. And it's the most glorious, spectacular thing you could ever see. And she's the one that's always says, okay, well, it's that time. Or if you want to see a zodiacal light, the zodiacal lights are going to be. And so anyway, so that's kind of what Trudy does. But she also goes to the star parties. And she is just a trooper when it comes to getting people through her telescope. It's just unbelievable to watch her work, and she thoroughly enjoys it. And she's gotten a number of different telescopes, but she's a Dobsonian person. She loves her Dob, and that's what she shows everybody the night sky through. So
and if you come to a club meeting, she makes sure that there's something there for everybody to nibble on, and they are fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
Fantastic treats. Hands down.
Yeah. We all have a sugar high every time Trudy's around. So.
Oh yeah.
And
Second half of the night seems to go faster after the sugar for some reason. I don't know why. But that's Split Rock behind you, isn't it? Is it not, Trudy? Your background? There you go.
That's it. Yep. That's
So that's the spot that Paul was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was our last outing, actually. Chris, you were there.
Yeah.
And Trudy and myself. And who else? Was there somebody else there? Oh, wasn't Tim there? Trudy? I think Tim was there, wasn't he? Yeah, Tim, that's Trudy's husband.
Yeah.
And oh, it was just beautiful.
It's an amazing spot, yeah, for photography, like, and Trudy's done the ephemeris and finds out exactly when the right time is and where you need to be standing 10 feet this way or 10 feet that way. When the sun or the moon are gonna come up in that location, so she's got it all down to science.
On the memento.
Okay, she's gonna try her phone.
Gonna try again.
Yeah, I think she has photo pills built right into her, so she kind of knows where.
Okay, I'm just trying to contact our last guest here. She's having trouble connecting as well.
Kathy? Yeah, she sent me a note saying that she can't get the connection at all.
Yeah.
But she said congrats on 200 shows.
There you go.
Oh, there's Trudy.
There she is.
Hello.
Hey!
Now we can hear you.
Not telling people I'm techie because my computer and I've had words, and apparently it won.
So now that you can talk, tell us about what's going on, Trudy.
I'm okay.
How many cookies have you baked lately?
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, February is out for astronomy because I sort of, in the last few years, have hijacked the SPCA's cupcake sale, which runs on February 23rd, but I've taken it over so much that I've had to have a pre-sale. Last year I did 850 or 60 some cupcakes in 2 weeks. I'm hoping to do that again this year, but I've got it all planned out over 3 weeks. So there will be no astronomy in February.
That's okay. They'll clear skies anyway, so don't worry about it.
Eamon, I've already looked up the Messier Marathon for March, and everybody's off that weekend, so I don't have to worry about sneaking out and the dogs going ballistic, because these two current dogs do not like me to be out of the house at 2, 3, 4 a.m. So, and I haven't figured out where I'm going to be in April yet. I don't know.
Does anybody else get an idea where they're going to be in April?
I got hurt. That's as far as I've got.
There you go. Where's everybody else going to be in April?
Looking up.
Looking up.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Outside somewhere, looking at the sun.
Yeah.
Kurt's going to be in Macadam, I assume.
No, I've got a brother in Nakawik. So I have a family event there, and I think to get about 2 minutes and 52 seconds.
Yes, sir.
Beats the 18 seconds in Macadam.
That's true. 18 seconds, that much difference?
You can get up to 30 depending where you go, but right there at the railroad station, it's 18.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a big difference. Yeah. They say the last one to come over this way in the province was 932. Does that sound right? The year 932 was the last time that it went this direction across the province.
I don't think anybody was
Across
here.
Central New Brunswick, yeah.
Central New Brunswick? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I would have had to write it on papaya. Look, an eclipse.
Yeah.
How many here have experienced a total eclipse? I think, Tim, you have.
Tim has, yeah. Yeah, Tim has. Kurt, no?
Nope, I thought I did, but actually I thought I watched the 63 one. I did see the total one there, but on television. And I thought it was total in Macadam, but 20 years ago I found out it wasn't. It was very close. I think a shadow went up through Maine.
Wow. So Tim Doucette's the only one that's seen a total eclipse.
And trust me, you do not want to miss it.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, if you want to experience what it would be like on another planet and stay on Earth, that's the thing to see.
Wow.
Yeah.
So have you only seen the one, Tim, or you've seen a couple?
Nope, just the one. But I can see how eclipse chasing can really become addictive. Yeah.
It's going to be an amazing. Again, no matter what. First of all, hoping for clear sky, but if we have a chance to see something, at least it's going to be amazing.
I've got my son and his girlfriend coming along, and we're I'm dead set for him and his girlfriend to see it. And I said to him, I said, we're going to plan for a plan B. I said, I hope you got your passports ready, because we have a few places that we could probably, we've already been offered a few places to stay if we had to. So
right, well, that's a big part of it right there.
Yeah,
they're all selling out for sure. Stefan, we know where you're gonna be.
Yeah.
Sure.
But about so far 75 other guests, 2/3 are from outside of New Brunswick, all the way
Awesome.
from Alberta, BC, and Maryland, Central Canada. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, awesome. Charlie, you're gonna be there as well?
Oh yeah.
Charlie is joining us in Doketown as well.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Robert, where do you think you're gonna be, sir?
Right here.
Right there. Yes, sir.
Right here.
Nice and quiet. Watch the whole thing.
Are you in the path?
No, I'm not. No.
You're
No.
yeah.
Little too pricey for me to do any of that stuff right now.
Yeah.
Mm,
Anything, Joey? Plans for you guys?
Gonna be hard for us because we leave the very next morning for Florida, so we have to
Oh,
fly out early. So
Oh.
we're
yeah.
gonna see what takes place.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna.
Oh, well, tell you what, I'll be online. You can watch the recording of it later on. I'll say hello.
Oh, yeah, you'll see, there'll be lots of opportunities to see it, but it won't be quite the same, I guess, hey,
Won't
Tim?
be the same. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should see we should be able to see something from here, shouldn't we?
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
yeah. You get 99%, Kurt?
Yeah.
99%, yeah. 98.5 or something,
Still
99.
gonna get dark.
Oh, it will for sure. You'll notice it.
I'm going to tell you one thing though. The difference between 99% and 100% is day and night.
Yeah.
Literally.
Literally. Yeah.
3 phases
Wow.
of vitality.
And we got the chance to see a couple of planets too, right, Kurt? Venus and Jupiter.
Jupiter, Venus, if you're maybe I'll pick up Mercury just above the sun in binos. And as Karim had mentioned, we've got 12P Pons Brooks below Jupiter, so I'm going to maybe try for that with binoculars.
Hmm.
Is,
And
is,
again, that one's going through outbursts every 2 weeks, so might get
Yeah.
lucky and get one then.
Yeah, that's improved a lot, hasn't it? About tenfold over the last couple of weeks. Apparently, it's because when it's rotating and part of it is quite active as it rotates.
Yeah, once it rotates and meets the sun, it rotates every 2 weeks. So there's one spot that when it gets on the sun, that'll outburst.
Hmm.
Usually, but not always.
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's fingers crossed for that one as well. Emma, do you know where you're going to be?
I hopefully going to be in Doketown.
Yep, another one. Okay,
There's
awesome.
no hopefully,
Yes, sir.
she has to be there. And the glue that's holding the show together.
But I mean, I'm hopefully that it's going to be clear sky. Sorry.
Yeah. Same here in
Doketown.
Doketown. I'm hoping it's going to be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kathy says she was down to 1 bar, so that's too bad she can't join us tonight. But thank you anyway, Kathy, for trying. Lisa.
I think there's only one bar in St. Stephen anyway, isn't there?
Yeah, I think so. It closes at 11.
Well, my plans changed. I was supposed to be in Doketown, so that guarantees you perfect weather. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I already had that covered. My keynote's a meteorologist, so
Yeah.
he better come through.
So are you going to see it, Lisa?
It's about 90%, I think, if I drive to Pennsylvania. So about an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But you have plans to at least see that much, are you?
Yeah, I mean, it should be high 80s here if I don't go to Pennsylvania, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see something.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
get to-
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Not totality though.
No. Well, hopefully we'll see it. Hopefully we won't get those fun day nebulas coming.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
We're going to
The
be
high 80s tonight.
three of us
just
who
looking up.
talked to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You get the high 80s tonight, just looking up.
Well, there is hope. I was in the Doketown on April 8th last year for a year from now promo video, and it was the most beautiful day of the spring. So it was also that day that everybody saw that bow light during the daytime.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
They never found it, which we suspect might have been satellite fragment or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Trudy, have you got plans?
No, haven't figured out. I keep thinking I want to do this, that, and this, and I don't want to haul all the equipment somewhere other than my yard. So I know, don't use the camera, don't use the telescope, just watch it, but I just haven't decided.
So that's what Kurt says, just watch it, you know, everybody will be offering it, NASA will have it up, and, I mean, it's passing over 60 million people. And there'll be live feeds all over the place, you know, including the one from Florenceville where they're launching a high altitude balloon there, and they're gonna get that live as well. But NASA will have feeds on timeanddate.com. It'll be everywhere. It'll be all over the place, so don't worry about capturing it.
But I want to put my camera up.
But, huh?
I want to put my camera up.
But you know what? If you can just use a wide angle or a telephoto lens on your camera, set it up, and then just let it go. And then if you don't get a picture, who cares? Just get the experience, right?
Yeah.
Pass it to your kids and say, take a picture of the eclipse because I'm watching it. And if you don't get it, you're in trouble.
It's quite interesting. I followed that advice when, you know, that was the first thing I had. Oh, I'm going to bring my camera. I'm going to bring my GoPro. I'm going to bring all this stuff. And I did do that. I planned it out. I did it all, you know, planned everything out, and I got some good photos, but it never always goes as you plan. And what's really interesting is, you know, you're taking pictures and stuff is happening, you know, almost like step by step. It's kind of like, you know, you got 2 minutes to this, 3 minutes. Okay, now it's totality. And by the time you don't want to be filming with cameras, because for me, it just caught me. I was like, holy crap, looking up at it. And it was just like, I never even thought about my cameras. Like once it got totality, it was just like, I just like snapped a few pictures. That was it. I was like, forget the rest. And it was just, the experience is just amazing.
Well, you get to get the diamond ring on both sides. So you got what, about 8 to 10 minutes from one side to the other?
Depending on which one it was. I think we had about 6, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's a tight frame, and you want to see things that, you know, you're not normally seeing. Like if you're in a place where there's a little bit of altitude, you know, you can look up the horizon and you see the moon shadow coming before before the sun gets completely eclipsed. And you know, when it's eclipsed, there's just so many things happening that you want to experience that. And this time I swore I'm bringing one camera and my cell phone. That's it. And let them run. And you know, you want to have the people around. I'm actually contemplating bringing my drone too, to be able to get a higher altitude when the moon shadow comes.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So yeah, because that is really neat.
Can you put your drone on auto?
Yeah, I can program it and let her go. And you know, assuming I'm in a place where there's, you know, where it's safe and all that. So
Hope it doesn't get shot down.
It'll probably be right in the face of somebody else. Can't see it. Drone's away.
Not where we're watching from, though.
Somebody will get a good picture.
Of the drone.
I think the great thing about the thing is that we really do have a couple of hours there to enjoy, you know, the whole experience, right? It's not going to be just that, you know,
That's right.
2 minutes and 52 seconds, but
yeah,
the whole thing is an experience. So we get the lead in and the lead out, and something happens in between. You get some cloud cover or whatever. You know,
it's amazing how you don't notice it right away.
Right.
And then, you know, as you're looking with your glasses on and you see, okay, the moon's about half covered maybe. And then if you're in a place where you can see shadows and stuff, all that changes. The temperature, you know, drop. It's just a whole experience. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you. I can tell you what it's like, but until you experience it, it's just like, you know, it's like,
yeah.
It'd
be way higher level of appreciation to see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're also looking forward to it. Mike Thorne, are you still there, sir? See his camera's down and he's muted.
Oh, there you go.
He's coming in here. So we're
hiding for a bit.
Where do you plan on being, sir?
Somewhere good, I hope.
Yeah.
With no clouds.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
You're gonna let us all know on where there's no clouds. It's people are going to be looking for a week out, I'm sure, just to see what's happening in their area. But it's something we're going to have to all pay attention to. I'm sure.
Well, Alan Dyer had some good advice last week.
Yeah.
When he said practice on the moon. on
That's
all
right.
the different phases of the moon. And I say, because it's kind of the same as what's going to happen with the sun.
Yeah, get all your equipment ready ahead of time and
Yeah,
they're trying to fiddle around, trying to find your focus and things when you're on the day of, or that 2 minutes when you're trying to get that awesome picture for sure.
Yeah.
I want to say hello to everybody in Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for all the comments. I've been reading them here off and on when I've been able to get a chance. When I've stopped talking for the short time I have. Paul Crowder was on here. He mentioned, Chris, what inspired you to begin your astronomical journey to take you where you are today? I'm going to talk a little bit about that on Rask, Nova Scotia's talk coming up. I have Lisa's graciously booked me in to talk about that on their monthly meeting. It's been a weird experience for me. For me, as an introvert, I spent my time as a young boy on the Kingston Peninsula, and I would look up at this night sky and I would just really wonder, like, what is there somebody looking back at me? Always had that thought in my head. And the skies up there were really dark when I was a kid. Coming back to the point when my family grew up and I had an opportunity to pick up a telescope, my wife said to me, why don't you go get that one that you want? And she said, go get it. Get started. Well, she regrets it today, but anyway, I started out with one from eBay, and Kurt had to look at it, and we just could never get that thing into focus. It was a reflector, and I set it aside, and I got my big boy. It's out downstairs. Anyway, I had it set up, and I was enjoying views of the moon, and I saw the Andromeda Galaxy for the first time through it, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I mean, I know that it's still not the greatest view, but it was still incredible. And I turned around and there was no one there to share it with. I said, "This is stupid. Like, what am I doing? I can't not share this." So then I get thinking about Saints Rest Beach and if that would be a good spot. So I get down there really shyly, taking my telescope out of the car, setting it up and looking around at people. And I offer the odd person a view, and then people were very gracious and saying thanks. So that's how I kind of get into that part of it. And then I got hooked. I got hooked because people were enjoying the view. I was sharing something that I thought I'd never do. And I was coming out of my shell, if I'll say it that way, from an introvert out a little bit. And I just loved the experience of sharing, and it just overwhelmed me. It became part of my life. So much so that, there's the Facebook page hits year 9, it finishes year 8 on February 1st. So, and there's 17,000 followers out there now. So it's been an incredible experience for me. I could never believe that I could share a hobby with so many people. Like, how lucky are you, to have the opportunity to share your hobby with so many people? Who gets to do that? You're a golfer or whatever, but you never get to share with this many people and this many passionate people. Like, they're all here tonight with us. So it's just been an incredible ride for me. I'll never regret it.
And
Anyway,
you've built an amazing community, so thank you for that.
but that part that's what you have done. Like, I put up a picture, oh, here's the moon tonight, and I'll get like 50 people will all share their photo of the moon from all over the place. It's just amazing. I love the community spirit that it generates, and it gets that interest. I just find people are looking up. Maybe I'm noticing it more now, but people I find are looking up a whole lot more. It's great to see them not looking down, but they're looking this way for a change. How short our lives are, and no matter what happens tomorrow morning, the sun's coming up over there and it's going to set over there. It doesn't matter what you do about it. We're just along for the ride, right? So, okay, we're coming to the end of the show, so I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. It's been an awful pleasure to have everybody to complete 200 episodes. Has been a challenge, as you can see tonight. Early in the show, if I'm talking about people coming back and looking at the recording of the show, please don't start the first 5 minutes. Start in about 5 minutes in, and then you'll enjoy the rest of the episode. But it's been difficult to offer live on 2 different channels through all the other things. I want to thank my wife, first of all, too, as well, because she's been the one that's been behind me all the time through this. She's allowed me to experience my passion with all the people that I do. So kudos to her. Kudos to my son Mike as well, who has set up the server in the background to get me to offer all of this. Gave me the whole setup to get this all going. So he's been the guy in the background that's been keeping our show alive. So thank you to Michael as well. So I guess in closing tonight, I want to thank everybody that's joined us here tonight. Rosanna, awesome for that tribute video. We really appreciate that. We're going to keep that one for sure in our hearts. And thank all of you for being part of our episodes, part of our program all along. It's been so great to have every one of you on here, and we hope to have you all back again in the future, because we've got a whole lot more to talk about when it comes to what's happening in the night sky. You know, I think you can agree with me there. And it's just been great to have this friendship with everybody on YouTube and Facebook as well, and all of those who have been joining us through Rogers has been a special treat as well. So, guys, have you got anything else to say, or have I just taken over all the blabbing tonight?
It's been an honor to be on the same screens with these people here tonight. I want to say thank you to Chris, Paul, and Mike. You know, the show really is something. It's amazing. 200 shows. It's incredible.
That is incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And Haley wants to tell you about next semester's school. Tell her.
Next semester at school, we're starting science, and I'm gonna ask my teacher if you can come.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I'll be there in a minute. You know that, right? Well, as long as you're my assistant.
Oh, I will be?
Okay.
Perfect.
You keep looking up, kid. You're going to go a long way. I know in this hobby, you're going to go a long way. I no doubt in my mind at all. I'll be watching you from JPL, sending reports, or maybe on Mars. Who knows, right? So, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Paul, Mike, anything else you'd like to say before we sign out?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to everybody for being so committed to watching the program and encouraging us to keep it going. You know, lots of times you say, well, it's Sunday night again, and it's Sunday night again, and it's Sunday night again. But you know, to be honest, I don't think I've ever begrudged a Sunday, because it's just been so much fun to do. I get to hang out with these guys all the time, not as much as we like to in person, but it's always fun. We have a lot of laughs behind the scenes before you people see us, and we have a lot of laughs with you, and we appreciate the fact that you let us be who we are, and just let us, just have fun, and that you're a part of this is such a big thing for me anyway, and I assume for Mike and Chris as well. So I just want to say thank you all very much for supporting this.
Mike, final thoughts?
You guys got nothing better to do on a Sunday night but to watch this.
And there it is. There it is. That's what I've been waiting for.
Wow. No, really, it's hard to believe we've gone 200 shows. When this started coming together, and all the mistakes and all the things we've done backwards and upside down and sideways, and it's something from day one. I told Chris, when it stops being fun, I'm out of here. And obviously it's still so much fun to do. We get together, and the mistakes are what make it what we are and who we are. We're amateurs. We're not professionals by any means. We just want to get out there and try to spread the word and show everybody the hobby that we all love. We love the support we get from you all. Like I said, Chris's page shows it all. It's gone crazy. I never thought I'd see number, and he is a number watcher for sure. But it's just been an amazing ride, and I hope it continues, because it's still so much fun to do. And I appreciate everybody that watches. You make it what it is. So,
thanks, Mike.
Congratulations on 200. It's just awesome.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Thank you, Meepock.
That's where that came from. So we're very honored for that part, of course. I'm gonna ask you guys can stay on for a minute after we sign out here tonight, but it's just been incredible to have everybody on Facebook and YouTube follow us right through too. You've stuck by us through thick and thin, and through episodes like tonight when we get started a little bit rushed. That's mostly me, but that's just the way things go live. But we wouldn't have it any other way. A recorded show for us just wouldn't be the same. We have to be ourselves, and these two guys here have joined me. Through all of this, we've become best friends. through this hobby. And all of you have become great friends as well, you know, and we share something here that's unique. We all share the same sky together, no matter where you are. We're all looking at the same moon at the same time. So, you know, that's always a pleasure. It's always a comforting thing. And I think we all need a little bit of comfort in flags, especially through times like this we've just come through. So it all helps. So thank you everybody for joining us, and all of you out there for joining us and for following us. And we're looking forward to show number 201.
Yeah.
So as we like to say, open your eyes to view the skies and keep your scopes pointed up, everybody. Good night all. Thanks for coming along and joining us tonight.